bitch, I'm swifter than a Swiffer jet. Posted like a clock, this verbal blizzard make you shiver yet. They might got the stock, but they don't know how to deliver yet. I know these leather seats and fancy sheets will light your cigarette. We can make a movie calling views from the back seat. Body like a track star.
I'm in a new house. So where have I been? I have my notes here to keep me in check. Also, I'm pretty sure I just edited the intro to play my homeboy Dylan Swindle's song, one of my favorite songs that he's made, and I want your guys' thoughts if I should like play local artists as the intro for this, or I have this idea of doing TikToks. Okay, having a TikTok open the show. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's these TikToks that have vibes to them per se, kind of like, I don't know. I'll probably throw one up later, but anyways, I want to make the show more entertaining. I want this podcast to not just be me venting, even though that's what this is called, even though that's what the majority of this will be. I do want to throw in clips. I do want to throw in some type of engagement, I guess, even though 4 people probably realistically watch this and are all my friends. So hi and thank you if you're still even listening. And I know I'm barely 2 minutes in, or at least I don't know how long I've edited for the intro, but yeah. But if I somehow do gain fans, which, let's be real here, but if I somehow do gain a following, I do want to do something along the lines of like maybe people suggesting things I talk about, or let's say they have a question, kind of like unhelpful advice, kind of like what Bobby Lee does, but I guess I would actually try to help out. I don't know. I'm not a comedian, so I can't give unhelpful advice. I guess I could try to give helpful advice, but I don't know. I'm talking out my ass because it's been weird. It's been a while. I think the last time I uploaded was, let's actually check. I'll probably throw it up. I should make it more engaging for you guys. I'll throw it up right here. But it'll be a lot more editing for me, but fuck it. I got to do what I got to do because I do want this to be entertaining. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, but whoever edits that should get a fucking raise. Like, it's unbelievable the amount of work they put into a podcast, an audio podcast. It's a podcast. People listen. They don't necessarily watch. I mean, at least that's what I do. Like, I put on podcasts because I'm doing something and I'm not paying attention. But whoever edits it makes it also a visual experience. So if you are watching, it's like oh, like you catch like the little things. You know what I mean? Like you catch. Maybe if it's even split second of like a tiny joke, like it makes you want to watch. You know what I mean? So I do definitely want this to make it more visually engaging, so you don't have to look at my fucking ugly face. I'm cussing. I'm sorry, mom and dad, if you are somehow listening. Looking up. I still haven't looked up. Wow. The last time I posted was 7 months ago, which is really pathetic, to say the least. Wow. Yeah. Well, I was in the process of moving, and I have been through a lot. I'm sorry, I got a fucking burp. Been through a lot. You mean like, oh no, like, you're probably thinking something along the lines of, oh, did like a family member pass away, or did a pet pass away? No, I'm just depressed. I don't know how else to say it. Like, your boy is sad. God, this is so cringe. I'm trying to fix my hair because I hate it. Should I just take off the beanie? Should I just take it off? I kind of look fresh though. No, holy fuck. Okay, this is going back on. Anyways, as I was saying, I have been sad, to put it minimally, and I don't know if I want to fully give you all the details because I am very terrified of being frowned upon by my peers. So, what I'm going to say the least, God, words are hard. What I'm going to try to say is, I thought I could handle some responsibilities, but I can't. And it made me, where do I even start? So the 7 months that I've been gone, moving sucked because I moved with my aunt. Should I just be honest? I mean, I do want to be honest, but fuck it, I'll be honest. I mean, what else is the point of this podcast? Also, if I'm too close to the mic this episode, should I lower the volume? I'm scared. I want you guys to have a good experience. Anyways, this is gonna be hard. God, it's so stupid. I moved in with my aunt, and God bless her heart, she's the nicest person ever, and I was still dealing with I was already depressed. Like, I was already sad. I was already a sad boy already in my head, and I was on medication, and staying with her, I did not faithfully take my medication, and my dad would always text me like, did you take your meds? And I'd be like, yeah. No, I didn't take my meds. I was fucking lying. And it's not even that I don't want to take them. It's not like, oh, it makes me feel shit. I'm literally just the laziest piece of shit ever. Like, I get so caught up in what I'm doing that I forget. I genuinely forget. Like, I don't know. I could be making a song. I could be playing video games. I could be watching something. But my dad would text me, hey, don't forget to take your medication. I'd be like, okay. In my head, I'm like, okay, like, don't forget. Like, in my head, I'm not like, fuck this, I'm not going to take it. I'm literally like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it soon. And so I go back to what I'm doing, and then I don't ever take it. And then that happened for a long time, and I think that's partially why I had such terrible mood. I want to say mood swings, but I was more sensitive. You could say, like, I'm already getting flashbacks. So, and also living with her, I had like no responsibilities. The only thing I had to do was I would occasionally throw the trash out for her, like, without her even asking, and I would just clean my room. That's all I had to do while living with her. And she was the nicest person ever, and she would buy me food, and her children are amazing. They're amazing cousins, and I would just that's what I would do. What's the purpose to the story? Because I want to make sure there's, like, I'm not just, like, fucking, just, I guess, to tell you where I've been and why. I just want to I don't know, I want you to enjoy this. I really do. I guess, okay, I'm going to try to make a moral behind the story. I guess the moral of the story is going to be, don't suffer if you don't have to. And if you do, find the best way of managing the suffering. That's the goal of it. Anyways, so I don't know. God, I have a million thoughts running through my head because I haven't done this in a while, and I know I've said it. I'll say it a million times. I want you guys to enjoy this. Anyways, long story short, school started again after I had taken a semester off, and I was like ready to go back. I was ready to learn the violin, to do all this other shit. And lo and behold, you have to know how to play the violin or any other fucking instrument, because if you want to get into the music program, though I should have fucking, thought of this or done a simple Google. You have to know how to play certain pieces as an audition in order to get accepted into the music program. I thought, my child-ass brain thought, they'll have beginner classes and I can learn from there, and then I'll just, like, my skill will progress from like not even knowing how to play all the way up until like like Bach level, even though it's impossible for me. Sorry, I'm burping. I fucking ate Wendy's. Oh my gosh. I don't regret it. Anyways, yeah. So I ended up taking classes that would help me further my music endeavors, but ultimately were still not part of like requirements for a music degree. Holy shit, I'm so sorry. I had a fucking baconator. Oh, that was so good. Anyways, so yeah, and that was already a demotivator. Is that even a word? Demotivator. It's a word now. Demotivate. It was a demotivator, and it sucked. And it's funny looking back. I'm like, I didn't realize how much it internally affected me. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'll suffer through this, and then I'll learn how to play the violin masterfully in 6 months. Realistic, Julian, very realistic. And about 2 months in, I stopped caring. I stopped working out. I stopped showing up for classes. Because it was all online. I was like, what's the fucking point? It was, the bed was comfortable. The bed was really comfortable at my aunt's, and so were the pillows. They were the best pillows I've ever slept on. And yeah, and I had no motivation. In my head, I had like no reason to go to these classes. Like, you're on the other end probably going like, but Julian, you would go to the classes and you would get better, or you would learn more about music, and then when you would have time to learn the violin, then you would be better prepared to learn the violin. And to that, you are right, but also what you fail to recognize is I'm sad a lot, and I get in my head a lot, and I get lazy very easily the second I see no improvement in sight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a very like instant gratification type person. So if I don't see results now, I probably won't give a shit. But like, of course, I'm aware of you got to put effort into something if you want to improve it over time. But it was too long term for me, and in my head, I thought it was too late in my life for me to actually improve on such an instrument such as the violin. It's right there, and I'm still gonna learn it, by the way. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. This is going to something. Anyways, so I would get sad. I would not go to class. Oh, I remember how it started. God, this is all coming back. I remember one time I have fucking terrible anxiety. I have terrible anxiety. So what do you mean? Well, I would go to class, and the thought of being 2 minutes late to a class, to a teacher that would fucking call you out if you were 2 minutes late to a class, terrified me to my core. So what I would do is, once I realized I was going to be 2 minutes late, I just wouldn't go. So I would sit in the parking lot debating if I should go to class for like 10 minutes, and then those 10 minutes pass. I'm like, fuck, I'm now going to be 10 more minutes late. On top of the already 2 minutes, when I walk in, I'm going to be a little bit late. And so I just wouldn't go. And that literally happened for 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, like a week and a half. And this class was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I remember I didn't go. I did the same routine. Show up. Fuck, I'm going to be late. I'm just not going to go. And then you're probably thinking, Julian, why don't you show up on time? That's not me. Trust me. It's hard for me to be on time. I don't know what it is. If you're an on-time person, go fuck yourself, because for me, it's a hard concept for me to grasp, being on time, unless, I don't know, I'm going to fucking meet an idol of mine. I don't know, like a DJ or some fucking actress or actor. I don't know. But it's almost a, oh, I got something in my, it's almost a talent. I think it's a talent, actually, now that I think about it. How on time I am. Also a real word. How on time I am to things. I would consider it a talent, and if you don't think it is, you're wrong. I would, and so like after a week of not showing up to class, I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't. Now I'm embarrassed to show my fucking face, because if you have anxiety, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like I don't know how to describe it to the length that I have it, and I don't even have it that bad, but I know I fucking have it. There's just not a name for. I don't know the name for it, but some people have it way worse than me. By the way, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm just explaining the anxiety that I felt, and maybe you can relate. Anyways, the anxiety would get so bad. So like next week, I was like, fuck. I was like, now I can't even show my face, because they're gonna be like, oh, this kid missed fucking a week of worth of class, and also the class. I forgot to mention, the class was a student of like 7 kids, so you can imagine the fun going on inside my head of showing up after not showing up for a week. So I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck that, I'm not gonna go. And in my head, I wasn't thinking, oh, if you're not gonna go, you're not gonna go for the rest of the semester. In my head, I was like, oh, I'm just not gonna go today, because like it's not worth it. So that repeated for a week, and then after 2 weeks of not going to class, I was like, fuck, I haven't gone for 2 weeks. And then about, I would say 3 months into my semester, I hadn't been going to this 9 o'clock class because I was waking up late, and the class was also kind of really boring. I thought it would be more interesting, but also because I probably didn't show up. It was probably more interesting if I had shown up, but for the times that I did go, it wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, and then about 3 months in, I got dropped from that class because I hadn't submitted a single assignment for 3 months since I started the class. And blah, 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 blah. And also another reason part of that was because I don't know how to describe it. Like, I get this type of anxiety. Like, when I put off something, I tend to put it off more, even though I know it's going to harm me in the future. Like, I know me not turning in an assignment is going to fuck up my grade. But the second I don't do that, I'm like, fuck. I was like, then I think, like, is it even worth it if I do the next assignment? Like, I don't know. I get super anxious, and then I get embarrassed, and I'm like, fuck, I should probably just wait until the next assignment. And then I wait, and then it comes, and then I get scared to do it, and then I put it off because I think I have time, but then I don't. And that's just like a cycle that repeats itself. And then 3 months later, before you know it, I get dropped from jazz appreciation class. Shout out to, I was gonna say the professor's name, but I'll spare him. But yeah, jazz appreciation wasn't as cool as I thought it was. Okay, it was cool, I'm not gonna lie, but also I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know. It was 50-50. It was kind of boring, but it was also interesting. And yeah, so I don't even know. I'm like messing up my fucking timeline. So like, this is now. So now let's say we're in. Now let's say we're. Oh God! All this happened quicker than I thought. January, February, March. Oh no. This is. So around January, school started. And I think around March, I got dropped from the class, or no. No, I have my timeline fucked up because I was in my head so much. So around January, around February. Let me see. I have it saved here. I have it saved on my Snapchat memories. Let's see. Okay, so February was like the height of my depression. Like, I felt like there was no return. And yeah, I got dropped, I think, around that time from that class. And I'm looking at my Snapchat memories. Low battery, by the way. And I just kind of gave up on everything. I had a similar experience like the previous year with school, mostly because I had a weird obsession with dying. Like, I was ironically morbidly terrified of dying. And this was that same feeling, but more so with I was terrified of life and what I had to do. You know that meme that, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a meme on Twitter that was like, when you realize your life depends on your actions, and it's just Shrek fucking staring up into the ceiling with like the most upset face, because like that's how I felt in the like the responsibility, like the amount of work and effort. I say I don't think ahead, but the thing is I do think ahead, but I think too far ahead. I think 20 years ahead. I think 10 years ahead of like, oh fuck, I'm like, I think I don't have the worth. I don't have the capability. I don't have the talent or anything to do well in life. So I just get so caught up and scared at the moment of doing certain things that I just don't do them, if that makes sense. So yeah. Long story short, I dropped out of college. Yeah. Wasn't good for my health mentally. I have gotten stronger though. I've been hitting the gym ever since I dropped my classes, funnily enough, and I've probably happier than I've ever been in terms of like stress, but also I have dropped out of college, but I'm not going to say I'm done. There still could be something for me in college, but also I think I've come to the realization that I need to explore other areas of my life that I could possibly see a future in career wise. Also, I'm blessed. I have the luxury of sitting in this nice fucking room and dropping out thanks to my parents. Like, it's really, it's a blessing, but also it's embarrassing as fuck. So some of my friends are out there on their own already. It's, I don't know, but yeah, I just have to live with it. But yeah, so here we are. It's April. I'm recording this April 18th at 11:22 p.m. at the time I just said this sentence, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with my life. Oh God. Do you know what you're gonna do? Do you know what you're gonna do with your life? I have a friend, Gus. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be a fucking photographer or an actor or something. God, he's so talented and he knows what he wants to do, and it's so I envy him. I'm not jealous. I envy his dedication to his craft, and I just need to do the same. I just need to do the same. So you're going to see a lot more episodes from me, podcast wise, and I might do 2 a week because I have so much fucking time on my hands. I might do 2 episodes a week. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, also I was thinking I was going to do a segment because I'm a lonely piece of shit and I might as well make fun of my misery while I'm at it. So that way, please. Okay. On to a more light topic. I am feeling better, by the way. I kind of just brushed over that whole part, but I am feeling better, by the way. I'm taking my medication now, and I'm going to the gym more frequently, and I'm probably stronger than I ever have been, and I plan on continuing this path of self-love, I guess you could say. Yeah, but I'll literally update you guys like twice or maybe once a week with my fucking life, because that's what this is. It's the Vent podcast. So yeah, fuck. On to more uplifting things. I wrote down some notes. I was thinking of doing a segment because it's almost. I don't even know. I don't know if I should make it a segment because I don't want to obsess over it, but at the same time, I already obsess over it. So, anyways, I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Girls, what a shocker, right? Like, if you've listened to the other 3 episodes, the only fucking other 3 episodes that I have on my on my YouTube channel, it's about some of them or most of them, or maybe 10 minutes of each episode is about me talking about a girl. So, I'm thinking of having a segment on here called I don't know the name of the segment yet. I just know I want it to be like update, girl update, or partner update, or God, it sounds so stupid when I say that out loud. But yeah, something along those lines, because your boy is down bad and he's drowning. So, if I'll keep you guys updated with that too. So here is my girl update. I don't know if I'm gonna do this. This is just a test. Anyways, is it there? I hope it is. I messaged this girl who I've never I've never spoken to her, and she's never spoken to me. And for some, in my head, I was so captivated by her beauty. My words are slurring right now because I'm so nervous. I don't know if you could tell. My words are slurring because I'm so nervous. Just talking in the first place. Ugh. But this girl is so pretty. She works out at my gym, and if that's not enough clues for her to figure out who you are, the next couple of sentences will be. She works out at my gym, and we've locked eyes a couple of times. And in my head, I thought, holy shit, this is a fucking movie. And in my head, I'm like, I have to ask her out. But here's the thing, I didn't for like forever. So in the scheme, in the moment of hanging out with my closest friends, 2 of my closest friends, Edgar and Jesus, they hype me up. Like, when you hang out with friends and they hype you up to like message somebody you think is cute or you like, and they're like, do it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? They're gonna say no. Okay, fucking move on. They're not worth it. Like that type of shit. That's what they were saying. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I've never spoken to this fucking person, and she probably thinks I'm a fucking weirdo or a creep. I don't know. That's the baseline for any girl that I think that I have a potential interest in, and they don't know me that well. I always think that they think that I'm a fucking loser and a creep and a weirdo. That's what I always think. No, you can't change my mind. It's just where my mind goes. I just think every girl that I like, I just think that they think that I am a fucking loser. So I don't know what to do. Maybe some therapy needs to be done there. Speaking of, I am on a list for an actual like therapy place that's really well known, and I'm just waiting for them to call me. Then I'll do therapy. Any hoodles. This girl, my cousin Edgar told me to message her. I'm scared. I haven't looked at the message, by the way. She's probably read it, and I'm terrified that she's just read it and she's left me on read. I haven't checked. It's been 2 days. I'm like, my heart's literally beating. I hope she just hasn't acknowledged it. I hope she got it and she saw it from random ass dude and was like, ew, and just deleted it, versus reading it, clicking on my open public page profile, and then leaving me on a red. I don't want. This is what I deal with. Oh my gosh. Guys, I have to take a fucking massive shit. I have to use the restroom. I ate Wendy's at 9:50 p.m. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make a magic cut. Oh, that poop was no joke. Wow. What was I talking about? Yeah. Also, I don't even know if I want these podcast episodes to be hour long anymore. Or if I should just make them as long as I want them to be, until I'm like done talking. Anywho, yeah, a lot has happened, but we're just getting started. You see, we're just getting started. Here, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna see if I can like look at TikToks and like overlay them like right here. I'm gonna try my best to like watch them like once, so I don't have to do like a shit ton of editing. So I don't have to like pause and like replay them. But yeah. This is a test, so if you're seeing this, it's probably because it worked, and yeah. Also, I'm debating if I should get guests, like not guests, like a partner, because I feel like I riff better with somebody else. You know what I mean? It's really hard for me to speak out my ass by myself for an hour, and I would imagine it's painful for you to listen to that as well. But I don't know. I try my best. If I could find somebody, I hate that I'm saying this, if I could find somebody to match my energy, that I can vibe with, then that would be great. Then I would love to do that with somebody. But it's kind of hard to find somebody that wants to do a podcast, especially with somebody like me. And I thought Anywho, yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna try my best to I don't know, to make this enjoyable. I just wanted to catch you guys up on where I've been and shit like that. I promise next episode, which will probably be, let's see. Also, I'm gonna get a new computer and a better camera. Or maybe this camera isn't too bad now that it's closer. I don't know. But I definitely want a better computer that can process, because okay, I don't know if you guys know this. It literally takes me almost 8 hours for the video to render and to export it onto YouTube. The whole process is around 8 hours. 8 hours or so. So yeah, I need a better computer that can process this, not a Mac, But next podcast episode, I promise you, I will have videos lined up. I will have topics. I just wanted to let you know where I've been, and you'll definitely see more content coming from me, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, even Twitter. I had a tweet that actually went viral. I don't know if I'll save that for the next episode. I had a tweet that went viral, and yeah, fuck, I should put that on my notes right now because I'm gonna forget. But yeah, I do. I want. Fuck, hold on, I'm typing podcast topics, viral tweet. Okay, I just want more shit for you guys to I don't know, to listen to, so that way you're not just hearing me ramble about me being sad for every fucking episode or some shit like that. Like, I want like what's happening now in the world. I want like viral tweets or viral memes or shit like that. I don't know, just more stuff. And yeah, you'll definitely get more of that, especially next episode. So in the meantime, I hope this will do. I hope you'll forgive me for this episode being so short. And I really, even if even if you don't watch it all the way to here, or if you skip to here, or somehow are still watching, I really do appreciate you. I'm doing this a lot. I notice I'm doing this a lot with my eyes. It's like I'm high or something. I really do appreciate you guys for liking this podcast. And sorry. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that you guys listen to this. And I know I'm doing a weed bit right now, but it really does make my heart fulfilled a lot that you guys listen to this. I don't know how long this should be until it's unfunny, but I love all of you. I know that's really cliche, and I'm whispering for some fucking reason. Anyways, I appreciate all of you, all 20 of you that watch this, and I cherish even the one like that I get, because I need something to do. I need something to, for my mind to go elsewhere, and I enjoy this, and I've enjoyed. God, this is gonna be a longer episode. This is a longer ending. I've enjoyed podcasts because they've helped me through the roughest of times, and hopefully one day I could share those times with you, because they're more rough than what I was explaining previously. But they've really helped, and I just want, to kind of give back and to kind of venture into this on my own, because it's something that's meant a lot to me, and I don't know, maybe I could do something with this. Yeah. So yeah, that's the vent and outro with I'll do an outro, maybe even another Dswin song, or maybe the vibe. Maybe I'll end podcasts with like the vibe of the day or some dumb shit like that. Oh my gosh, I'm burping. And like it'll be a TikTok or some dumb shit, or maybe it'll just be another song. I don't know. I'll probably just do another Dswin song as the outro. But yeah, thank you for listening, and bye.